go for Mark Way, everybody. Oh, I didn't realize I was going to be following Yoko Ono, but here we are. How we doing tonight, Cellar? All right. You guys having a good week? I'm not. I was recently profiled. It was pretty hard. I was at a bakery in South Fargo getting myself some tasty treats. And I walked up to the counter, and the lady was like, "Are you a member of our rewards program?" And I was like, "No." "Would you like to be?" "No thanks, I'd be too tempted to come back here." "Oh, we'd let you." In that sing-songy customer service voice that everybody has. When we know what she really wanted to say was, "We both know you're coming back here, you fat fuck. You might as well save us the time." And that hurt. It really did. Especially as someone who used the Chick-fil-A app later that day. Because he had a reward that was expired. Very traumatic experiences in my life. But you know, I like to consider myself a baked goods boy. I was at Insomnia here in downtown Fargo recently. Yeah, thanks for the one woo back there. God, that's depressing. I walked in and I saw they had this deal up on the board. 6 cookies and a pint of ice cream for $20. Sounds like a hell of a deal, doesn't it? You can't get that in this economy. You know who they had as the face of that campaign? Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is one of the top wide receivers in the league, for those of you that aren't familiar with football. He also looks like he eats salmon and spinach for every meal. And occasionally, as a treat, lets himself have one almond. That's not a reliable face when it comes to that kind of advertising. You know what you need when you're trying to sell cookies? You need a face like this. A face that might start profusely sweating up on this stage. This is a face that says, "I have been to that restaurant and it is adequate." So if you guys are in market, please hit me up after the show. Who here's got mental illness? Oh, shut the fuck up. We all know you do. I was more curious about the people that don't come here every week. You guys have mental illness, or are you relatively normal people? That's a yes.
That's a yes.
I do go to therapy.
It's okay when I'm practicing.
That's great. I go to therapy. What a fucking night. And I went to my therapist, and she recently diagnosed me with anxiety, which is like fair. But she's like, "I'm going to give you a prescription." But I think she gave me the knockoff prescription because I went to go pick it up, and it was just a big yellow tub that said, "I can't believe it's not depression." Like in the same font and everything. It was very weird. I tried to spread it over my toast, it just didn't work. I do believe that therapy is good for people with mental health issues. I don't believe that everyone should go to therapy, though. I have a friend that's started therapy recently, and she told me that she talked about me in one of her sessions. And I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." You know, I was being like, Dylan's a good friend. He was kind of the one who led me to therapy. That's not what she said. Apparently, she decided to tell her therapist that I am obsessed with nachos to the point that I eat them out of dumpsters. I can honestly say I have never eaten any food out of a dumpster in my life, but I also have this body, which seems to contradict that. So now there's just like a group of therapists out there, terrified to bring garbage out, because they're just going to go out there and just see me sitting by the dumpster and just be like, "Where's the nachos?" I've created a panic on the East Coast. My name is Dylan Gronlund. That's my time. Thanks so much.